Y'all, come on in, come on in. In the recent episode of Love and Hip Hop, Joc and Mendeecees are at the barbershop gossiping and getting pampered. Joc tells Mendeecees that he had to put Kendra in her place in Chicago about those disappearing messages she was getting from this NFL player that she's been sleeping with. And he tells him how when he asked her if she would continue to sleep with him, as she calls do business with, that's what the professionals call it nowadays, she told him to deal with it. Now, Mendeecees is shocked because he would never put up with the mess that Joc is dealing with. Now, Joc has had Kendra looking stupid for 10 seasons. Now it is her turn to have him looking stupid. Mendeecees asks him what is he going to do about Kendra. Now, he said that every time they get into an argument that Kendra mentions divorce. And he said he tired of it. And after a while, he told her to just do it. Ooh, I bet she didn't like that. Meanwhile, Mendeecees said, if you going to do it, do it. Don't bluff me out. Clock it. Clock it. Now, as we can see right here, Mendeecees is a man of his word. Y'all remember he told Yandy last season if she don't get her shit together, he out. Yandy got her shit together for 2 episodes, okay, and then went back to her old ways, and Mendeecees bounced, okay. Now, we see today that he's wearing his ring, but I do not think he moved back in the home. I think that he's still in that Airbnb with some other young ladies. Zell said he saw him coming in and out of hotels with. Now, that haven't been confirmed yet, but Zell put it out there. Hold on, correction. Zell said the streets said they saw him in and out of hotels with women. However, it has not been confirmed, okay? So that's hearsay. So Mendeecees is talking about Kirk behind his back to Joc and said that Kirk was deflecting on his situation with his former mistress, the one he fathered the child with. And then he says that Kirk tried to throw him in the mix. And now that his busybody wife tried defending their marriage, Kirk and Rasheeda, now they're getting the backlash and they're in the blogs. No. Mendeecees, it is not Kirk's fault, Rasheeda's fault, or Yandy's fault that Jasmine saw you at her bar without your wife or your wedding band. Okay, Kirk didn't tell you to leave your home and move into an Airbnb. You might be the one deflected. I'm just saying. But Mendeecees insists, okay, that since Kirk mentioned his name, okay, he's been dealing with the chaos and been in the blogs. And like I said, Zell called him out way before Kirk mentioned Jasmine seeing him at her bar. But honey, here's where it gets spicy. Mendeecees pretty much said that Kirk was lying, okay, and that he was trying to, get a freak off on with Jasmine. Now, Mendeecees didn't say it, but he implied it. Why was he laughing at Rasheeda? Joc and Mendeecees and the whole damn barbershop was laughing at Kirk's wife. Y'all, look at this.
Right now. If I had a real honest conversation with Kirk, I'd be like, you know you done up, right? Yo, listen, he's like, yeah, when she be arguing, be deleting it. I don't want to see it no more. I just be deleting it. I'm like, damn, she fell for that one?
What you been up to?
Child, I'm cracking up because Joc, I ain't never seen Joc laugh this hard. Damn near fell out of his seat. Joc, Kirk, honey, these are your friends. Rasheeda, these are your friends. The barbers, they should be cutting hair. They cracking up. They're not laughing at Mendeecees. They're not laughing with him. They are laughing at Kirk's wife, Rasheeda, because you fell for this. Now, Scrappy already said that no matter what Kirk does, she gonna stick beside him. Now you have Mendeecees pretty much saying the same thing. She gonna believe whatever her husband tells her. And that's fine, I guess. But Kirk tried to do damage control recently. If y'all care, there's a video circulating of Kirk trying to get us to believe that Rasheeda was also cheating on him and that he's been dealing with much more than she's ever been dealing with.
Who say that she should even the score?
Well, they don't know what I've been through again. I say this to say, but
I mean, I've seen her turns in my time now.
Let me back up.
I always been a little lit now. Don't get it back now.
I done sat through some shit. Now, had I wanted to leave, I could have left too. Like, we never came here saying our shit was perfect and peachy, squeaky clean. See, we don't really
You just haven't said nothing, and then
Yeah, shit
I didn't say
happens.
nothing,
I
and
just
then the
deal
baby
with it.
came.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, here's what he gonna do to Rasheeda.
Right.
But we not knowing Rasheeda done did her thing
Shit
or
has
whatever.
happened.
Like,
You know,
things
shit.
Child, I know you lying. I know you lying. Kirk, first of all, the people don't believe it. We just don't. I appreciate the gesture. I believe that Kirk is probably tired of everyone laughing at his wife. So instead of doing better, okay, and being better, he decided to throw out some lies and throw the people off, okay, and said that Rasheeda is the one that was cheating also. And then she co-signed it. Child, this is a mess. This storyline between these two has been in circles. Okay. She is known worldwide because her husband can't keep it together. Okay. She is trending in China. Okay. She's known for her husband stepping out on her time after time and her putting up with it. We don't know Rasheeda, the businesswoman, okay, or Rasheeda, the boss. All we know is her crying over a DNA test and arguing with his side chicks. Well, to be fair, we do know that she's a businesswoman and she's a boss, but she's trending in China. Their entire storyline, season after season after season, has been Kirk's mess and the baby that he had outside of Rasheeda, and then her constantly taking him back. Where is the growth? Because I'm about sick of this. I don't want to see this woman fussing with Kirk or his ex-mistress whom he fathered a child with, arguing again. I'm tired of it. But honey, now it's Mendeecees and Yandy's turn. Ooh, I'm here for this. Moving on, Bambi is talking to Carly and said whenever she get around her ex-husband Scrap, it's always bad energy. She mentioned Scrappy living reckless and is. He's always drunk. When he goes online, he's drunk. When he's on his podcast, he's drunk. When he's a guest on a podcast, he's drunk. Every time we see Scrappy, he's drunk. Okay, and he's living reckless. Okay, not to mention the how his son was conceived. He's living reckless. Then she said Scrappy tried to solicit some sympathy from her by saying his mom was gravely ill. But then he got mad because she didn't fall for the okie doke like the other baby mama does. Because Erica Dixon stayed falling for the okie doke. A diamond who was once in rotation kept falling for the okie doke. But Bambi does not fall for the okie doke. And she's one that we can guarantee she won't be spinning the block. She's moved on to bigger and better. Meanwhile, Erica Dixon is waiting in the wings. I'm just, in my opinion, I'm just saying, according to the show, she's just waiting in the wings. Now, in the midst of Bambi telling Carly what a loser Scrappy is, he walks up and says, "Good luck. I just wanted to tell you I love you." That was nice. But he has an ulterior motive. That was nice. Scrappy in this scene is drunk, as you can see. And he was trying to butter her up to get some ass in London, in my opinion. Because I don't think at this point, Erica didn't make it there yet. Okay, so he's trying to get some warm ass from Bambi until Erica Dixon shows up. But meanwhile, baby mama number one, Erica Dixon, she's telling Yandy and Mendeecees that yes, Mama D is in the hospital, but she's fine. Meanwhile, Scrappy told Bambi she's on her deathbed. Okay. Now, Erica said that Mama D is in the hospital because her no good son is being irresponsible and he has a baby on the way. But Yandy says this to Erica: "I was rooting for you and Scrappy." And then she responded by saying, "That's why I was treading lightly. I know him like the back of my hand." Girl, if this was the case, you shouldn't have been treading at all. Okay. Now, the fact that it appears that she was trying to spin the block is wild to me. And that's why Scrappy does what he does. He runs to Erica when none of his relationships work out, and she waits in the wind with her arms and legs wide open. So now he got this new baby mama. I wonder how this gonna all tie together. This is interesting. So in the next scene, we hear Bambi say to Scrappy, "You follow me here just to start something? If you don't want to talk to me, don't talk to me, period." Ooh. Then Scrappy, being the drama king that he is, said, "My mother is dying." Now, Scrappy is mad that Bambi did not come to his beck and call. Okay, he was crying on the floor, boo-hooing, trying to get sympathy from Bambi. And like I said earlier, she did not fall for the okie doke, and he was pissed. Ninja, she is not your fucking therapist. You need therapy. And I feel like Scrappy wants what he didn't get from Mama D, because he said she was an ain't shit parent. Okay, she did her best, but she was out there pimping. And the love and support that he needed, he didn't get from his mama. So therefore, he's expecting Bambi and whoever he dates to compensate all that he didn't get from his mama. So in this scene with Scrappy and Bambi going back and forth, she says she stood 10 toes down for him and still is. He said, well, he stood 10 toes down for her and still is. So Scrappy too starts to get teary-eyed, but that is a manipulative tactic. Now those tears he was crying wasn't just trying to shift the narrative. He was trying to gain sympathy, okay, just like she said, and probably deflecting his responsibility on what really happened in their relationship and why he just cannot let go. But Scrappy goes outside and he begins to cry more. And I couldn't help but notice Lil Zane, not the big one, consoling him, which is fine because men absolutely need a safe place to be vulnerable. But what struck me as odd is how dismissive he was when his wife was breaking down crying. Like, sir, why do Scrappy's tears get sympathy, but your wife's emotions were shrugged off? That's a little weird to me. And again, Scrappy's tears was not some emotional release. It wasn't him being vulnerable. That was tactical, okay? He was working himself up to manipulate Bambi, okay, into giving him what he wants. And that is, he wants her to be his emotional crutch, no matter how much he's dragged her, okay, through the years. He don't want her as a partner, I don't think, but he wants her to be there for him, to help him clean up his mess, okay, and provide emotional support like Erica Dixon does. Selfish and typical. Moving on. All right, what else happened? So Joc and Kendra's marriage is still holding on for dear life. They meet up with a pastor for some marriage counseling. Can you cancel a marriage like that? I don't know. Only time will tell. Meanwhile, Mendeecees and Yandy had the blacacity to meet up with Kirk and Rasheeda and blame them for Jasmine and her little friend approaching them, to the point when Yandy almost put the pause on Jasmine and her little friend. Then we see Mama D and Scrappy. They are talking. Come to find out, Mama D ended up in the hospital because a grown-ass son is having a baby on the way with some random woman. So he tells his mom to stay off the internet and she needs a therapist. And she said, well, you do too. He said, well, I'm talking to one. And she said, well, are you listening? Hell no. He's not listening. Scrappy is too combative, argumentative to actually absorb what's being said to him. You see, he talking over his mama. So I know he talking over the therapist. I can see him right now being defensive, ready to argue. Can't take in what anyone is saying because he is always right. So I know he's in that therapist's office playing the victim, and he plays it good too. Whew, y'all, that is the end of this video. If you made it this far, give the video a thumbs up, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.